Yo, what is up guys? It is Bazzaa here today, back with another Fortnite video. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. As you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about the topic of Christmas skins, and in particular the Ginger Gunner, and why I know it's not going to return, and why I don't think, and all the evidence that points towards it, and the theories and the patterns of past skins and all of that type of stuff that's been going on with Fortnitemares. And we're going to be taking a look at a lot of different things, basically just the hard facts and evidence that we've seen in the past, and just some interesting things from this season's Battle Pass, and then just my own theories and opinions. But guys, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead, drop a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it, guys. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, guys, so I think a great place to start would be the Season 7 Battle Pass, and having a look at some interesting things from the Battle Pass, and some items that hint towards the Merry Marauder returning without the Ginger Gunner. So, first of all, guys, let's have a look at the Season 7 Battle Pass, and in particular, this loading screen that you're seeing on screen right now. Now, what we can see here with this background or loading screen is basically on the left side, we have the Ginger Gunner, and then on the right side, we see a few different things. One is the Merry Marauder with a sort of faded version of him, and then up in the right-hand corner, we can see the gingerbread Merry Marauder, so like the actual gingerbread cookie, which you'll see later on in the Season 7 trailer that we're going to talk about a little bit later on in the video. But basically, this little loading screen hints to a few things, and in my interpretation of this, what I see is one version of the Ginger Gunner being the version that we got last year, and then we see the Merry Marauder where we have two versions, one being the sort of faded version, and then we see the close-up version and this sort of other version that looks to be sort of burnt and a little bit different. Now, my sort of idea with this is that one of those versions is going to be the new one, and maybe that second variant may be a variant that people get if they had the original Merry Marauder, like people did when they had the Skull Trooper back in Fortnitemares. That is my whole sort of idea with the loading screens, and I guess, look, it could be something just to confuse us. It really could be, and make us sort of think of these theories, because, you know, last season in Fortnitemares, we didn't have really any backgrounds or loading screens of the Ghoul Trooper and the Skull Trooper. It was sort of just something that happens, and then it turned out that the Ghoul Trooper didn't return. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later again, and some trailers and some stuff that Season 6 and Season 7 trailer have in common. But anyway, moving on from the loading screen, guys, we're going to talk about something else in the Battle Pass, and this is the banner icon. As you can see here, there's a banner icon, which is clearly the Merry Marauder, and it actually is called the Gingerbread, which, you know, obviously you can see this is the male version. So that is another thing that points towards the Merry Marauder coming back. Now, I thought I'd quickly include something else that actually goes against the Merry Marauder coming back and the Ginger Gunner staying rare. This is actually a emote of the Ginger Gunner. Like, this emote is straight up called Ginger Gunner. Now, I guess that is definitely some evidence to say, hey, maybe the Ginger Gunner will come back. But let's hold on for a second, because I think there's some key things that we need to go over first before we get too carried away and say, yep, game over, she's coming back. But that is definitely something we want to keep in mind. Okay, now let's move on to probably one of the most key things that we want to keep in mind, and probably the most important thing, and that is the Season 7 trailer, and in particular, the skins that were included in the trailer, and one of the key things being that the Ginger Gunner did not make an appearance, but every other Christmas skin did. Alright guys, I'm going to show you some clips of the trailer. Just have a look at this. Alright, so basically that was the Season 7 trailer, and they were all the scenes where the OG Christmas skins were in it. Every single Christmas skin had a reference or was in the trailer in some way, shape, or form. At the start, we saw like the wooden crackshot version, and then we see the crackshot opening the oven and putting in the gingerbread skins, which are obviously, or the gingerbread biscuits, which obviously appear to be the male version of the gingerbread set, being the Merry Marauder. Now, throughout the whole video, there was a reference for every single skin. You see the Nogops, the Ulight Ranger, the Elf, and all that, the Red-Nosed Raider, but not once is there a reference to the Ginger Gunner. Why would they do that? It's very, very weird that they'd put in every single skin, but then it turns out that there's not one in there. Now, it's definitely something I don't think just happens by accident. They're like, oops, we forgot to put in that skin. I highly doubt it, and I'll tell you why. First, I'm going to show you guys a clip from the Season 6 trailer, so just quickly check this out. Alright guys, so there we go. We saw from this Season 6 trailer that the Skull Trooper had appeared in it and he was eating popcorn. Now we saw all of the Halloween skins being obviously just the Skull Trooper in this Season 6 trailer making an appearance, but the one skin that wasn't in it, being the Ghoul Trooper, turned out to be the one that didn't return, and the Skull Trooper that was in the trailer ended up returning, that we saw just a week or two after Season 6 had started. Now, you think it's just a coincidence that they're gonna put in the Skull Trooper and make it return, and then we see in this Season 7 trailer that we see every single Christmas skin return, but the Ginger Gunner. It's like the Ghoul Trooper, okay? We didn't see it in the trailer, and it didn't return to the shop. That is one of the strongest points I have found, and what I definitely think is a make or break for this situation, and that is most likely confirming that the Ginger Gunner will not be coming back. But let's not stop there. Let's do some further digging, and let's go back to what I was talking about before. Alright, so as I was talking about before, we saw every single Christmas skin appear in the Season 7 trailer, but the Ginger Gunner. Now, this point that I made, I thought that it was going to be that all the skins in the trailer will return and the Ginger Gunner will not, because it wasn't in the trailer. Now, this is already proving to be quite somewhat true. We've seen that the Nogops and Ulight Ranger that were in the trailer have already returned, and it's only a matter of time before we see possible other skins from the trailer return. Now, the more this happens, like if we keep seeing skins from the trailer return, I'm going to be quite confident that the Ginger Gunner will not be returning. Now, let's talk on to the next part, guys, and let's go over my theories on why Epic Games would do this and why it all makes sense. Okay, now one of the main reasons I feel as if they're not going to return the Skull Trooper, and why it would be a good business decision to not return him, and you're probably thinking, well, Bazzaa, like, the amount of money they could make would be absolutely insane. So many people want the Ginger Gunner, as well as the Merry Marauder. But the Ginger Gunner in particular seems to be the one that's like, you know, the special child in a sense, that they're really protecting their skin. And the reason why I think they might be doing this is really just to not put all their eggs in one basket. Because if they return every single skin this year, what is left for next year? What is going to be the key points and the key selling factor to Christmas skins next year in 2019? Now, you may be saying, Bazzaa, they're so far away, but let's be honest, guys. Fortnite is not going anywhere. This game is absolutely massive, and this time next year, like, I really am quite certain that this game will still be standing strong and that it's not going to be going anywhere. So I feel as if they're saving it for next year. They want to have something to return next year and for something to really bring back that's OG, okay? They know OG items sell, and if they bring them all back this year, there's nothing for them to return next year. Now, that's my first reason why. It's probably the main one. It really only makes sense. Like, them returning all the skins this year will obviously still make them a butt ton of money, but saving something for next year wouldn't be a bad idea either. Now, I guess really the last thing and what I've been thinking is, if you think about it, the Season 7 trailer really is a promotion and basically a way to sell these skins. You know, they put all the Christmas skins in there, they let people know that, hey, hint, hint, look at these skins, they're coming back. You know, it's a way of selling an item. It's a way of promoting an island. in a way, it's sort of like them saying, hey, why promote this when we're not going to sell it? Instead, we might see something happen like we saw with the Ghoul Trooper. Instead of the Ghoul Trooper returning, you know, they didn't promote that at all because obviously it turned out that it didn't come out. Now, if that theory stays the same as last time, we may in fact see a different variant of the Ginger Gunner come instead, like we saw with the Ghoul Trooper. Instead of seeing the Ghoul Trooper, we actually saw the Skull Ranger. So something like that may happen with the Ginger Gunner. It looks like that might be the direction that they go. Who knows? We will see, guys. But I hope you did enjoy this video and I guess got you thinking about some theories and some speculations about, you know, the Ginger Gunner and it returning. Obviously, I am an owner of this skin, so I'd love for it to stay rare. But let's be honest, guys, eventually it will return. Whether it's this year or not, it's going to come back. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video informative or enjoyed it, please be sure to smash a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. This video took me a long time to make, and I'd appreciate your support, guys. Christmas giveaway is running, link in the description. And yeah, guys, have a great day. My name has been Bazzaa, and bye-bye.